Hey YouTube, this is Isaiah Smith. Letting you all know this is my last and final recording of my drytron deck profile. I hope you guys don't get disappointed in this video, because I'm gonna really talk about this. And let's just begin. 3 Alpha adds your standard ritual monsters. 3 Zeta adds your standard ritual spells. 3 Gammas just special summons your drytrons. And 3 Delta to reveal one ritual spell or monster, draw a card. We're just getting really sick and tired of losing all the time. We just need to draw those combos. Yeah. Moving on. We're gonna go to the Vanity Ruler. We have to stop everybody's freaking special summon monsters, especially if they go into Shizu tier element or Bestial. It's just not a good way to play the game anymore, and you just gotta play them. 2 Diviner of Herald. You just gotta play those synchro plays. I'm just really getting tired of Drytron losing so much, so. And then 1 Natasha steals games. 3 Cyber Angel Ben 10. Just lets you add a Life Fairy when it's distributed. 1 Battle Buster to stop your opponent's spell and traps. And does everything else to change the attribute. So yeah, moving on. 1 Draconids. When he tries to OTK your opponent, and he can basically target any of your cards and send them to the grave. Now we're moving on to the spells, because this is all the monsters. 2 Meteorus Drytrons. You have to play 2 in case if he gets DD crowed or whatever. In case if somebody tries to banish one of these 2, you can have an extra one. 3 Drytron Nova, special summon your standard Drytrons. 2 Drytron Fafnirs. Try to stop them from negating your ritual spells or reduce the level because of Sprite. 3 Cyber Emergency, especially that's one of the names. And this allows you to add your Drytron names, so this is an extra name. And I had to cut Foolish Burial because it wasn't that great of a card to pull. So moving on. 3 Forbidden Droplets. I finally got one. I finally got all 3 of them. And then Forbidden Droplet, all it does is if you send monsters or cards from your hand or field, you can basically make your opponent lose half of their attack, and then all their monsters' attacks or their effects are negated. And then it can't be affected by anything depending on that card type. So yeah, I just really needed to get these because you can replace them with Dark Ruler or No More. Dark Ruler No More or Infinite Impermanence could work if you wanted to buy it for cheaper. But I bought these just good enough for the price, so the price went down, so that's good. Triple Tactic Talents, you don't want to get hand trapped, especially if you want to take control of their monster or just draw 2 cards. I prefer to draw 2 or just take control of it just in case of they have a boss monster. Same thing with Call By. You don't want to get hand trapped. And the last card I have in my main is Magic Key Unlocking. Basically, with my Battle Buster, I can just use this to negate it, destroy it, and change the attribute. Moving on to the extra deck. So we're going to call one Fusion, one Elder and Tess to pop a card on the field when it's sent. Now on to the Synchros. 2 copies of Herald of Arclight, and especially if you're going to send it and then add Ritual Spell or Monster. 1 FA Dawn Draster, in case you want to negate your opponent's spell traps by reducing it by 2. 1 Ultima Azoken and 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So Ultima Azoken just lets you special summon a level 8 or 7 Dragon Synchro monster, I believe. And you have to set a card first to activate it. Then Crystal Wing just negates your opponent's monster effects like hand traps or something. On to the Xyz. I'm just so done with these decks, and I just want to win. 2 Move Beta Fafnir to send your Drytron from your deck to your grave. 1 Nightingale to attack directly, attack that many times depending on that materials. Transforms into Downer, and then Downer transforms into Zeus. Zeus basically detaches 2 to send the whole field, so it just blows up everything. Moving on to the links. 1 Link Rebo, standard. 1 Light Charmer, basically for your light plays, or if you want to add a light monster with 1500 or less defense. And the last but not least, Boral Sword. This is just a body beater. It's just can't be destroyed with battle, and it can attack twice if you switch a monster into defense, and it loses half of that monster's attack. So, and then Boral Sword gains half of that. So, and it can't be destroyed by battle. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this final deck profile, and I hope I do pretty good in a tournament, and I'll see you in the next video. So, take care.